Alright guys, welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. So they've now officially shown all the new Marvel Rival cards coming in December, alongside what I believe to be the January update, which is, I forgot what the actual team is called, but the Iron Patriot season. Very weird actual like text effect there, I'm not gonna lie. But we have all the cards here, but we're gonna jump over towards Twitter because we actually have the artworks of the cards, and we can actually kind of compare, if you watched my last two videos, about how I thought these cards would actually play. And some of them look a little bit interesting. Alright, so we have the first card. It's going to be the Season Pass card, Galacta, Daughter of Galactus. Each turn, the first card you play at another location, it reveals a +3. So the important thing, it does say reveal. So if the card originally isn't above 10 power, it's going to reveal above 10 power, and then that means they actually will get the certain buff if certain still somewhat relevant by then. But yeah, 4-6, we kind of called it in my actual video. I thought she might have played around a little bit of locations because similar towards Galactus, but this is definitely more universal. It does say other locations, so it's only going to work at the location she's not at. So essentially, she is a 4-12, if you think about it, and your other location to get a lot more. I like the card, don't mind it. See the pass card. I'm definitely going to see the synergies for like Human Torch, where I play Human Torch on like turn 5. It's a bit late, but it is what it is. And he's already got 3 power. It gets revealed with it. Moves, he's already 10 power. It sounds pretty nice towards me, so I'm definitely looking forward to Galacta. She's going to be the See the pass card. Definitely a lot of synergies. You can use Brood. She's going to get revealed with it. There's just so much stuff you can do, really. Like, kind of very similar towards Gwenpool, but more control a little bit, in a way. You know, if you think about it, you play Gwenpool on turn 4, and you're hoping the cards you want get hit, where this one, it's like, okay, you just play a card on the vacation, they're getting +3. So, more control a little bit, definitely a good card. Very similar towards Gwenpool. If you like her, if you use her, you're going to probably like Galacta a little bit. Next card, Rocket and Groot. Surprised me a little bit. It's a move card, but not really. So you can move this once. A 3-3 after your opponent plays a card here. Still 1 power from it. Oh, you know what? We were close. I said, if you look at my actual, you can see on screen now. I said, after you play a card here, steal 2 power from it. But we were pretty close. That's, you know, round of applause towards me. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of gassed a little bit. I did say 2 power might be too much, but he has 1 power, and it's a 3-cross. So yeah, they really said, okay, this guy is gonna be too good. But moving makes sense. Rocket does move a lot. You know, if you think about it, you're gonna play them, and then if they think they're gonna play somewhere else, you move towards that lane. I like the card. I'm actually going to really enjoy that one. Move cards, it will have some synergy and move a little bit. But you maybe like, you can move it to like a Mad Web lane, and then you can move it out again because I think they can play somewhere else. A lot of different play patterns, but you kind of have to have priority going into a turn 3. So we got to play around that a little bit. Next card is Doom 2029. So after each turn, add a Doom bot 2029 to a random location if you've played exactly 1 card that turn. So if it should work like how, you know, Athena works, where if you only play 1 card, which will be Doom 2020 now on turn 4, he will add a Doom bot towards another location, and that Doom bot is a 4-2, which is ongoing. Your other Doom bots and Doom have a +1 power. Does it include? It does include the Doom bots from the original Doom, right? And Doom from the actual like original Doom. I'm saying Doom too much here. I mean, I was far off, but it's kind of close to like how they're going to play around. I did think he was going to come out and buff Doom, just like the basic Doom, which you kind of do, right? Because your Doom bots will have +1 power. So when you play Doom, he can have 6 power plus his actual other ones are going to have 6 power, right? And it's after you play 1 turn as well. So you play a 5-cross card, and then Doom on turn 6, they're going to have 3+ power. It is ongoing, so you can definitely buff up and do other things with it. But I think, once again, we kind of got very close with that ability a little bit. All right, Lunar Snow actually looks very, very good here. On reveal, add an ice cube to each side of this location to show the ice cube. It does. At the start of each turn, get +1 energy, then destroy this if your side is full. Add an ice cube at the start of each. Okay, this is kind of weird though. So 3-5, once again, got that right a little bit. So at the start, yeah, it's gonna, because you're both getting an ice cube, but if you play it when you have 3 cards, their ice cube is gonna get destroyed, and yours, assumingly if you haven't filled up your location, isn't gonna get destroyed, and then you get +1 power, and then, but that's going into like turn 4 though, where you can play, I guess, a 5-cross card, but you have to destroy a very tricky card, but I don't mind it. It's definitely not a clock card, which is a good thing. We definitely don't need more of those in the game, but it's got a lot of flavor, a little bit energy energy as well. And if you know, when the card comes out, everyone's going to probably be using it. So the energy is going to be going crazy. All right, next one is a Bruce Banner. 2-1. I think that's a 3-1, right? In my prediction. This one is very, very weird, though, because it's definitely like a high evolution card, right? Because you want to skip energy. But it's weird to have a chance. That's something Marvel Snap doesn't really do. We don't really have chances in the game. It's just, oh, you either do this or you do that. So having a 25% chance to Hulk out, granted it is a 2-1, is definitely interesting. And yeah, as you can see, there is no like token card. It literally will just turn into a Hulk, which is what I think a lot of us assumed he would do, because, you know, he's Bruce Banner. He's going to turn into the Hulk, right? It's just, I didn't think they would turn, it's just, it will be a basic Hulk. Which, like, variant-wise, I thought there'll be, like, a new one, so, like, you at least look different. It's a good card. I mean, assuming you can get it, it's 25% chance, so there actually is a possibility you might not actually get to work, and you just got a 2-1 sat there. And then the final card for the Marvel Rivals one is Peni Parker, which is, I thought she'd be a move card, which she kind of is a little bit. So what she's going to do is, on reveal, add the spider to your hand, and when this merges, you get +1 energy next turn. You get the spider, which is this right here. On reveal, merge with one of your cards here, so very much like a Hulkbuster, but rather than a Hulkbuster, the card that it merges with, you can then move it next turn freely. So once again, thinking about it, you merge it with a human torch, it's now a 3-5, and you can just move it freely like you're in a Madden web lane. So it then turns to a 3-10. And you got to remember, you get 1 energy next turn. So on turn 3, you can play Human Torch and also the Spider because it costs 3. They're definitely clearly putting it towards like Human Torch, but even still, if you think about it, it is just a 2-3, and you get 1 energy. It's just Psylocke, but better, right? I mean, I know it does for your hand, right? But still, like, that's just a power creep towards Hulkbuster, but also, like, it is a little bit delayed because you have to add to your hand and then do more. But even still, like, I think that's a really, really good card. So, yeah, that is all the Marvel Rivals cards so far. Galactus, I think, is going to be, like, really, really good in a lot of decks and going to be more usable a little bit with Sata. Maybe not so much because you already have 10 power cards, but there's more stuff you can do now a little bit. If you like Wimple, you're going to like Galacta. Rockin' Groot, I literally called this card almost exactly. I think it's going to be really good. It's going to be usable. And the mind game's a little bit. You can only move it once, though. They're not going to play there. I don't know. It could be tricky because if it only like procs once, he's a 3-5. And technically you've lowered 2 of their abilities. I really would have liked this guy to be a 2-cost card, because then you can play Jean Grey, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe you can cheat out some energy. You really want to have like priority going towards turn 3, so you get like the extra advantage. Doomboard seems a bit tricky, but definitely probably going to likely be a good card. Can't really gauge how good the card is going to be. Lunar Snow, once again, very tricky because you want to play more likely when their locations fall, so they destroy their Ice Cube. Going in towards, obviously, Penny. I'm actually really looking forward towards Penny, which is nice because, you know, I'm a move main. Bruce is what we expected, but very weird to be a chance card because we just haven't seen that in Marvel Snap. And of course, Penny, I'm looking forward to because she's a move card, so, you know, we're eating with her, right? But then going over towards other cards that are coming later on that are not a part of December is Iron Patriot, which is on reveal, add a random 4, 5, or 6-cost card to your hand. If you're winning here next turn, give that card that you got added to your hand 4 costs. It's a 2-3, so, I mean, that seems pretty good, right? Like, I mean, to be fair, you think about it, playing that and then playing, assuming you have priority, playing your actual Groot and rocking Groot, you're going to play at the location and then you steal power from them. That's a good way of doing it a little bit. But yeah, giving it -4 cost is definitely very powerful. That's going to be a really good card. It's a City Pass card too. City Pass is always really good too. This one, ongoing. Your cards created in your hand have +2 power, which is ongoing, right? So you can just play that whenever you want. They do have to be in your hand though. So if they're already on board, it's not going to work. Moonstone, okay. Ongoing. Has the ongoing effects of your 1, 2, and 3 cost cards here, which is kind of crazy because you can like stack up, because you can stack up what, Ant-Man, you can stack up you know, Captain America. That'll probably be a good thing. Double US Agent, like them two alone can just win a lane. That is actually kind of crazy. Ares on reveal, this one was weird. Compare the power of the top 3 cards in both decks. If yours is higher, then you get 6+ power on this card. A lot of RNG, definitely doable if you're running like a really high deck, and it's 4/6. Even if it flops, you still have a really good card. On reveal, draw a card you can't play it next turn. 2/4 though. What? That's crazy. That's actually crazy because, like, why wouldn't you just play this card? It's a 2/4. Yeah, I mean, you can't play it obviously next turn, but still, that's really good. There's a good chance the card you drew, you probably don't want to play anyway. It's just short on your deck. There's even more, by the way. This is crazy. Ongoing, your cards here that didn't start in your deck cost 1 more. Yeah, Gorgon seems like a counter card towards what would have been like Iron Patriot and Victoria Hand, which once again, you're summoning cards essentially, because it looks like there might be like a summoning card deck a little bit. And yeah, that is all of the cards. Apparently this reference towards a new card, Dum Dum Dugan. Sure. Locations, Spider Island. After you play a card here, move it. Wow, okay. Wait, after you play a card here, move it. Okay, so it's not the same as the other one, because the other ones you get plus power. And then this one is, after turn 3, add the destroyer to the winning side. Would you want that? Because they changed the destroyer now, so he doesn't destroy your cards at the location. Cards can't be discarded. Wow, that seems broken. And in terms of the spotlights, some of them pretty stinky, at least towards me, because I guess I just have most cards. Lunar Snow is going to be with Lady Deathstrike, and also X23. Oh, so bear in mind, are we going to have a series drop here? I'm not too sure, so I guess you can probably predict actually what's dropping just based off this alone, unless they decide to drop like Sasquatch down to like series 4. Peni Parker is with Gladiator, and obviously Sasquatch. They don't really have synergy together. I would have preferred... And maybe return a Matter Whips too soon. That would have been pretty good to return it there. Dr. Doom is with Hitmonkey and Meek. Sure. Bruce Banner is with High Evolutionary and Ravonna Renslayer. Then Rockin' Groot is with Celine and Blob. And then Victoria Hand, I guess we'll go on towards January actually. Grandmaster and Kate Bishop. Actually probably a decent one here, because Grandmaster, if you skipped him, if you haven't gotten him, getting that with Kate Bishop actually really, really good too. Especially considering that Victoria is giving your ongoing cards like +2 in hand, and you have Kate Bishop. That seems really good. But I get boards like updated. The next card you draw will be a 2-cost card if any are left. 1-2. Black Swan and Nocturne. Moonstone with Kyera. Marvel Boy. Ares with Kang. Wow, we're actually returning Kang for. He's not returning like a year or 2, bro. Wow. And in Misery. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. I think the December actual spotlights aren't great. And sort of like big hitting cards. It's just like the cards themselves. Honestly, might do another video once we get the variants. I definitely want to get this video out and not sit for like an extra hour or 2 waiting for the variants. But we'll probably do another video on that. But yeah, really looking forward towards actually these cards. Obviously, I think for me, my personal favorite is Peni Parker. Bruce, I'm actually looking forward to trying out, because I actually do like High Evolution decks. So if that can bring that deck back a little bit. Dr. Doom, not really interested too much into it, but we'll definitely try him out. And Galacta, yeah, it's just going to be a good card. Lunar Snow looks tricky to play around with if you don't want to give the benefit towards your actual, opponent. And Rock and Groot could be really good too. Really want to see how the animation look as well with them moving in game. Makes sense, because Rocket can like dash left and right in the game. And I guess Groot, it just makes sense to steal cards, which is literally what I said. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching the video. And, yeah, peace.